Dark Souls 2 is a torture chamber, but yet, we play this shit all the way till the end. And the game knows exactly what it's doing. Cause the longer I played Dark Souls 2, the more I realized this torture wasn't accidental. When you experience shit like getting jumped and pulverized into a powder 15 minutes into the game, or getting your cheeks clapped right before entering this fork wall like 15 times in a row, without even having a clue what shit is behind the wall, or being mid-roll and getting pulled right out of it because your iframes ran out or whatever the fuck those dirty salesmen at FromSoft told us, you should just quit. And I know for a fact that we all experience this foolishness. But no matter how much you yell, scream, throw shit or just break down crying, you still end up at the bonfire thinking, oh, this time I'ma do it. Oh yeah, this time I will be the one. Keep dreaming, twin. The only grace they give you is by not putting the most outrageous scenarios at the start of the game. I want to show you the first place that made me realize that this game wasn't sweet at all. This has to be inspired from a chapter of Dante's Inferno, right? And I put up with that shit, cause I wanted to see what was in the ship. Oh, if only I knew what was waiting for me there, I would have deleted the game right then and there. What big bad scary thing is hiding in that ship though? Yeah, it's a lizard with 2 heads. That's it. What's the problem, right? Yeah, I'll tell you what the fucking problem is. My lack of skill was the problem. But man, I was so bad at this game that it took me about 60 attempts to beat him. But even with how horrible that shit was, it was still early game. I kinda had a reason to be ass, you know? Okay, yeah, now picture this. I'm later in the game, I've gotten better, I'm in a cooler looking place, and I still lose! Yeah, the Iron Keep. It looks cool. Okay, what the hell is this runback? This would have been completely fine if it was any other Souls title. Enjoyable even. Because the second you would have hit the fog wall, you would have been good. I don't think I have to explain anymore what happens in Dark Souls 2. We all know. You know how some bosses are just so hard that you want to give up? Have you ever given up before you knew what the boss looked like? Cause I have. So many times. Here, I have one more example. Just one. Cause quite frankly, if I go further than that, I will kill myself. Welcome to the Shrine of Amana. High risk, no reward. You get endless upon endless rivers of just nothing, and I don't even know how to describe these things. It's like a Fant addict acting like a frog. But, usually in the Souls titles, the greater the hardship, the greater the reward. Look at Gil as an example. To get to him you go through quite a journey before you reach the fog wall. But when you first fight him, you instantly know that it's 1,000,000% worth it. So it isn't really shocking to say that I was expecting a lot from the boss of this area. Now anyone who has played Dark Souls 2 knows exactly what I'm about to say. But for the people who haven't, just take a look. It's like, do I even bother explaining? What is there to explain? It's a frog, man, skull. Whatever, dude. It's just like they don't care about you. You know how frustrating it is to go through absolute dog shit just to get fed more dog shit? This area, Shrine of Amana, is not fun. Let's get that clear. This shit has zero enjoyment. And then they feed us straight slop. If this boss came out today, I'd instantly think it was AI. Do you know what this does to a person? I really hope you do, because if you don't, then I'ma sound like one of those homeless people yelling at pigeons. But imagine seeing nothing but beauty and Majula just to instantly get jumped after, before you even have anything in order. This shows you that they don't care. You're like a throwaway. And when this game treats you like you ain't shit, you're gonna want to prove them wrong. And that's exactly where they trap you. But it's done so damn well. You lose anger. You lose anger. This continues until you almost take your own life. And then, you win. And that feeling from the win makes you throw all logic out of the window. Cause from an objective standpoint, I should have quit at No Man's Wharf. The fact that I even know what the Iron Keep is should be a miracle. But there is no logic to be found in your brain after dying 60 times to a jester. Let's get even worse. The Iron Keep run back to Flaming Dude, or whatever he's called. With No Man's Wharf you're pissed, but you know what you're doing it for. But with the Iron Keep, most people have already raged like hell, without knowing what the boss is. Oh yes, this time you're gonna succeed. Succeed in what? I don't know! Like I mentioned earlier, the only answer that makes sense is just hate. So much disgust and anger in my heart. And then the Shrine of Amana. Ooh, brother, it gets worse. Yeah, with the Iron Keep you had no clue what you did it for. But when, or if, you found out, you saw that it was worth it. For me at least, some people despise Smelt the Demon. But dog, for the Shrine of Amana, it's like you give me a frog, man. Cool. I would have been happier fighting a shoelace attached to a tree, but what do I know? But yeah, all of this brewed up some type of hatred in me. A type of rot that could only be cleansed by me executing all the bosses. I just need to bring back the point of objective reasoning to give the contrast of how ridiculous any of this shit really is. Calling it stupid is an understatement. But yet, here I am, standing in the winter DLC fighting an invincible tiger cause I'm too stubborn to make him visible. And I didn't just get here off of hatred, it's that first moment of success. That dopamine that hit like my first 10 free spins on Le Bandit. I swear man, it did something to me. I felt so unstoppable that I rode that wave for a while. Nothing could stop me. A loss? Don't matter. And when that high wore off, I went back to using anger as my motivation. Do you now see how this hooks people like you wouldn't believe? It's that happiness, that I can do it moment, that makes you drag yourself all the way till the end. And man, let me tell you, that final boss, Nashandra, didn't do shit for me. No anger, no happiness, no accomplishments, nada. But hey, at least I did beat Smelt the Demon. Okay, so video is over. I got another one for y'all if y'all like more Soulsborne and addiction content meshed together, cause you know, it fits so perfectly. Okay, so this is completely off topic, video is over, but I just need to get this off my chest. So today I was in the car, right, yeah, just going back home, and it was really damn busy on the street, like busy as hell. And I was just there, just standing still in my car on the road because there was some bullshit ahead, I don't know. And there was just this old dude on his bike, and he just biked across the street through all the cars, and like, people had to brake for him. But get this, people didn't even acknowledge him. I was looking at him dumbfounded as hell, cause like, do you want to kill yourself? What is going on? Yeah, I don't know, I just wanted to say that to y'all. So have a good day.